said, I've been telling myself to record this video for a couple days now. I haven't really been watching her shows like that. I tuned in the other day, but I didn't stay for long. I think it was the night that she brought out Glorilla. I didn't get to see that live. Wish I did. And then what I'm really gagging over is Cardi bringing out Tyler. Y'all know I love Tyler. The song that Cardi and Tyler have together on her album is my favorite from the album, and it's something that I listen to very, very often. So I'm just going to bring up some highlights within the past couple of shows. And because of all of the movement and activity around her music and the tour, Invasion of Privacy, her debut album, re-entered the Billboard 200 albums chart. It charts for the first time since 2022 and extends its record as the longest charting album by a female rapper in history. So congrats and shout out to Cardi B. I don't know exactly what number it's at on the album charts, but cool. I'm definitely expected, right? If you are outside moving around and touring and shit. So here she is with Tyler, and here's just some professional photos on stage. Oh my God. And she brought out Blueface. To be honest with y'all, like I wasn't really too happy when I saw Blueface for the first time, but then it was like, you know what? Why am I mad? So here, Cardi B backstage with Victoria Monet, Normani, Jordan Childs, Niecy Nash, Olandria at the tour. It's good to see the girls together. And that's how I felt like seeing all of these other girls with Cardi backstage. Sorry, Victoria Monet, Normani. It's just really good to see women just supporting each other, point blank, period. It warms my heart. Like I said earlier, when we looked at Ice Spice giving a speech or whatever to the Young Women's Leadership School in the Bronx. Like that's literally the school that I went to, but in Queens. And that's where, I mean, most of us probably, but I was raised in a home with majority women. I have sisters, no brothers. And I also went to an all women's school for 5 years. My sister ended up going to an all women's college on top of that, you know? So I know how it feels to be surrounded by women and actually really support women. Of course, with environments like that in school, of course, there's going to be a lot of drama because, you know, we are dramatic, you know, and catty and all of that stuff. But I'm just saying that to say that that's my background. So I really do appreciate just seeing women together and supporting each other, point blank, period. So let's do a challenge, okay? We're gonna do this segment and we're gonna talk about Cardi's tour, and the challenge is to not bring up Nicki. Yeah, even it's for myself. It's a challenge. We're not going to bring up Nicki right now. We're going to talk about Cardi. So anyway, let me keep going. She brought out Glorilla. I absolutely love this. And I'm so mad that I did not see this in real time. As I always say, Cardi verse on Tomorrow 2 is the best verse of her career, point blank, period. And I love how Cardi is bringing out her guests, which is they're rising from the ground, like they're down like in the stage and they're rising on top of the stage. So I think that is so cool. And that's exactly how Tyler came out as well. It leans into the surprise factor. I love it. Yo, this is lit. I'm so sorry. Like, this shit is lit. I literally just noticed that it has the icon here, Real 92.3, and there were people like Big Boy from the radio stations out in LA there supporting Cardi. So I wonder how that works, and they're covering a concert officially. Like I don't feel like I've ever saw that before, and I definitely don't think that I saw that, you know, sorry, can't say that. I want to take a moment to shout out this show that hit me up the other day. It's called Diamonds of Atlanta. It's a reality TV series following Atlanta's rising female rappers, and it's a very hole-in-the-wall thing, like Operation, sort of think Love and Hip Hop, but in the fucking basement. So they hit me up and they were like, can you watch the show and give a review on it? So I watched 2 episodes and I hate it. So I messaged them back and I'm just like, is there anything in specific you want me to talk about or do? And they was like, nah, even if you give a negative review, that's totally fine. So I'm just gonna say, like, definitely check it out because we all understand how it is to be a nobody and starting from nothing, starting from zero. Who knows what this show could be, you know? Go check it out. This is not a paid advertisement or promotion or anything. The girls that are on the show, I feel like they aged out, you know, of like being taken seriously as artists these days. They may be like hood stars, you know, like there's a girl who just be performing at every establishment in Atlanta. Well, one of them is a stripper in the restaurants and the lounges and shit like that. Like a lot of them are hood stars, still trying to make it. I personally don't see it for them. And the audio on the show, horrible, okay? But once again, I just want to give them a shout out regardless because you just never know like who is who and who is going to make it. I just wanted to shine a light on that real quick and shout out to them for reaching out to me. So I was was watching it a little while I was in bed doing nothing, that's probably when I would recommend you watching it, when you're scrolling and shit like that. LA definitely was in for a treat. This is after Glorilla performs with Cardi on stage, because Bodak Yellow, I believe, is the last song that Cardi performs. And this is Glorilla just rapping along and dancing to Bodak Yellow just in the crowd. So good to see her just enjoying the concert as well after being a guest. So I can move on to Tyla. A lot of people felt like Tyla was nervous, and maybe I'm like, why is Tyla nervous? She always looks so free and she's always dancing. So I'm like, why the fuck is Tyla nervous? There's a video that had came out of Cardi rehearsing with Tyla, because you hear, so Cardi is trying to learn the choreography for Tyla's song Chanel. A lot of dancers, Sean Bankhead, the choreographer. Obviously, this has to be one of the off days. I'm like, where the fuck Tyla be at? You know, because I feel like Tyla be everywhere in the world. Like, she's so interesting because she could literally be in any country at any time. Unfortunately, this is my first time speaking about Tyla for the year, so I have so many things to say. So I will be speaking about Tyla more as we move forward. But she spent Christmas in New York because she said that she never saw snow before and wanted to experience snow during Christmas. So she spent that in New York. And then clearly she went somewhere else because she is wrapping up her album right now. And she was in LA because the Grammys was there, right? So it seemed like she's spending some time in LA. And not only did she have time to pop out for Cardi, but she had time to rehearse, which is what I love to see, because I don't think that a lot of artists rehearse before bringing out a guest. They might not even have time to. And I just would love to understand the whole process of what it means to have a guest coming out and all of this coordination when it comes to moving on stage. Because as you saw from the videos, not only was it was easy for Glorilla because there's really no choreography involved in their collaboration, but there is a little bit of movement that is involved when it comes to what Tyla and Cardi did on stage. So it was good to see that they had a day of rehearsal with each other before the actual show. And Cardi over here lip syncing to Tyla's song. That is my favorite song from the album. It's called Nice Guy, Cardi and Tyla. And Billboard actually ranked their favorite song from the album as well. So as you can see, they're walking at the same pace and unison as well as the dancers. In the first night of the tour, when I was watching it, Cardi included the song, but she didn't perform it. She only included the chorus, which is what they are walking out to. So it was good to have Tyla there to sing the chorus on that. And actually, it's not so easy to sing that chorus. So, and look, here's Cardi acting dumb as fuck while Tyla's performing. While Tyla's performing Chanel, Cardi is over here with her tongue out dancing and shit like that. And I'm just like, yo, Cardi is very personable, but at the end of the day, it's like, bitch, stop acting stupid while I'm performing my song, bitch. I don't want to look back at the videos and look at you looking stupid as fuck. It's funny, but look at I am crying. Cardi is having fun. So it's good to see. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. If you wasn't here on Patreon, we talked about Cardi having that fall where she fell down, because on YouTube, I only gave my impression of Cardi for the first night. But if you're not on Patreon, we've been talking about the progression of the tour, any wardrobe malfunction, as well as her glam, hair, and makeup. So y'all missing out, not me. So make sure that y'all come and find me on Patreon if you want to be in tune for every conversation, okay? So yeah, she also blocked Kehlani out. So what did you guys think when she brought out Blueface? At first, I'm not feeling it because like I don't like Blueface. Him and Krishan, y'all know I don't pay attention to them. They are dirt trash to me. So I was like a little bit disgusted when I first saw him, especially he ain't got no shirt on and his drawers is showing and his pants is all the way down. You just look dirty. And just people who got face tattoos, no shade, but y'all just look dirty, okay? But then I was like, you know what? Once again, with the challenge that I did, at the beginning of the segment, I can't say what I want to say, but basically, like, not every guest is going to be another A-lister, right? We've seen and been on tours that have had people who may not be so famous, so I'm just like, oh, whatever. So let me hear what Blueface said.
I ain't gonna lie. Cardi had me a little nervous, you feel me? She started shaking that little booty. Then I forgot the song I was rapping. Yeah, I was on medium rare and dead on me. Shit. I just can't get her booty out my head now. Like, fuck. Stop thinking about her ass. Stop fucking thinking about her ass, nigga. Weird ass nigga. All right, back. Sad. Ugh.
I'm crying. So that's a little bit funny, but you will never have a chance. Now, Kehlani. I didn't even watch none of the videos with Kehlani. I told y'all Kehlani was coming out because they have a lot of collabs together. So she came out and did Ring. So she's performing Folded. Well, oh, I saw her perform Safe a little bit. I also like that song. Actually, I like all of Cardi and Kehlani's collabs. I love Ring from the first album as well as Safe from the second album. That was my favorite song in the beginning of the album being out. I was just playing that over and over and over again. And we're going to talk about Cardi ass shots too, and then we're going to move off of her. Also, Jasmine Crockett, Congresswoman, pulled up to Cardi's tour as well, and I was really surprised to see there goes Jason Lee, but I don't really have anything to say about him. But yeah, I was surprised to see Jasmine Crockett. Now, we also talked a little bit about Jasmine Crockett and her comment. Oh, sorry, can't say that because of the challenge that I instilled once again at the beginning of this segment. But it's just good to see, once again, women supporting women, even crossing the line of politicians and especially people who have our people's best interests at heart. So I'll leave that there. But before we move on, once again, this conversation about Cardi's ass shot. So I'm so glad that she's aware of it. And maybe she had plans to remove them before we even said anything about them. So here they are backstage, and Kehlani makes a comment about
Jesus Christ. You so much ass. Yeah, I gotta take that was the most ass I ever seen. I'm taking some out. After this tour, I don't want to hear nobody for 3 months. I'm going to Colombia. Nobody hit me up. Nobody nothing. I'm taking this ass out. Bravo team, y'all. Y'all get that. So many times. All your things for this.
So this is after the show because she has on her last outfit that I don't really like. But yeah, she says that she is taking her ass out, and I am so here for it. Bitch, we can't wait, okay? Look at how Cardi was looking before she did all of this. This is before she took her ribs out, okay? She at least took one of her ribs out to make her waist smaller and did something else to her ass again. And we don't need it, okay? Because Cardi was looking great into 2019. She should have kept that body, that face. There was nothing wrong with it. And hopefully she do some breast reduction as well. But ass is the most important. Both I can't say that either. But all of y'all need to take y'all asses out because it's too big and we get it. So good luck with that procedure. And she says she's taking 3 months after tour is over to get the procedure done. She says she's going back to Colombia. So safe travels and safe procedure, Cardi. So let me know what you guys think about that. What do you guys think about Cardi's tour? Of course, conversations continue about just the tour in general, Cardi's performance, as well as the selling out allegations and shit like that. So definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. Try to keep it respectful and adhere to the challenge that we talked about at the beginning of this video. So I will see you guys. Take care. All right, so we're done with Cardi. All right, so now let's move on to Nicki. So basically,
it's your girl Vina Love, the Harlem Princess, your favorite princess, and this is Destiny V. Love. Period.